Hey YouTube, I'm Will over here at 411 Now, and thank you for stopping by today. I hope you're having a great day today. So today we're going to be taking a look at mothers who kill their children. Right. In case you just forgot or you haven't been paying attention to the news, I'm going to read off just a highlight of those who in the last 10 years have killed their children. Christy Sheets, age 42, she killed her 22-year-old daughter and her 17-year-old daughter. Shot her 17-year-old daughter point blank in the face with a 45 caliber handgun, then chased her 22-year-old daughter out to the street where she shot her 4 times in the back as she tried to run away, and then shot her once point blank in the back of the head. She then committed suicide by cop, basically pointing the gun at the cops, so they shot back at her and killed her. All right. Julia Schenecker. She killed her 13 and 16-year-old boys. She killed a 13-year-old boy in the backseat of her car because she said that he was disrespectful. Then when she got home and she tried to tell the 16-year-old he needed to help clean up what's left of his brother, she killed him because he backtalked her. Let's see, we'll skip that one. We'll come back to it. Michelle Blair. Now, this lady, along with the comment section, I've seen people, talk about Christopher Watts as a sociopath, a psychopath, all kinds of different things. He doesn't actually meet any of those qualifications for them. You can Google those. He doesn't meet the qualifications for either one of those two. But Michelle Blair most definitely does. She killed her 13-year-old daughter because she just was tired of her. All right, she was getting in the way. She was acting out like any 13-year-old would do. And then when her son, who was 9 years old, complained that, "Mom, you just killed my sister," she made her 17-year-old daughter, oldest child, help her put both of them into a deep freezer. And then when she was caught and went to court because the 17-year-old, told on her, when she was in court, she blamed the entire thing on the 17-year-old and showed absolutely zero remorse for the entire thing. Now, you can guess, she is a sociopath. And she has been diagnosed as having sociopathic tendencies. All right, next is Isabel Martinez. This was just this past year, not even 6 months ago. She stabbed four of her children to death, and then went into the bedroom and stabbed her husband multiple times. And she did it because she believed her husband was having an affair on her. He wasn't, but she believed it. Next is Jessica Edens. Jessica Edens, 36 years old, killed Meredith Reams, and then went home and killed her 2 children. And she did it to get back at her husband, who was asking for a divorce, and she also believed was having an affair with Meredith. Again, he wasn't, but she believed it anyways. The lady, poor Meredith, worked in the same department as him, and it was coincidence that a lot of times there would be several people from the same department who would travel out of town for work. And she just, Meredith's on that list. That's the whore. And she actually wrote that in her diary, that Meredith was a whore several times because it's in the court records. They photocopied multiple pages of her diary in there. Her last page, she wrote, "You caused my children pain and I hate you. I hope you rot one day. And me and the children are at peace now." Well, you killed your children and yourself and this lady for nothing. You're an idiot. Then is Gigi Jordan. Maybe you don't remember her. It's been a couple years since she killed her autistic son by giving him a massive dose of medication and alcohol and killing him. She killed him because she said basically he didn't fit into the rich society that he had been born into. She was a multi-millionaire, and all her assets then reverted to her husband. But, he was a multi-millionaire by himself anyways. So, then we have Lena Smith. Lena Smith killed her 11-month-old and her 5-year-old daughter. She did it because she was afraid of CPS and outside agencies looking in on the family because of issues. The 5-year-old had been missing a lot of school. showed up to school with multiple bruises and malnourished quite a few times, and she's only 5 years old. Then there's Deanna Delaney. Deanna Delaney, she killed her 8-year-old and 6-year-old because God told her to do it. Yeah, God actually came to her multiple times and spoke to her directly, told her to do a lot of good things. But one night while she was in bed, God came to her and said, you need to kill your children. So first she took her 8-year-old outside to the backyard, and she beat his head in with a rock, sacrificing him for God. Then she went back inside, laid down, got back up about an hour later, drug her 6-year-old boy out to the same place right next to his brother, and made him start reciting Bible verses, and then beat him to death with the same rock that she used on his brother. And then went back to bed like nothing happened. Woke up next morning and confessed to the whole damn thing, pretty much. She's totally free right now, by the way. She did, I think, 17 years in prison for killing both her kids, and then went free. So there's that. All right, then there's Samantha Teal. Samantha Teal reportedly was 26 years old. She killed her 3-year-old, her 5-year-old, and then wrote a rambling manifesto on the wall in the living room of her apartment condo-like thing. But here's the kicker. Nobody knows who she really is. The name actually that they checked with the birth records comes back to no one. She was using a fake driver's license, and she had both the children. So she very well could be out there right now killing other children or husbands or herself. Nobody knows. But she was on America's Most Wanted a couple times. So if you're a fan of that show, you've probably seen it, the profile of her. A couple other notable sociopath that, out there, and mothers who killed their children. Susan Smith. We all remember her, don't we? Mary Beth Tinner, Amber Pastor, Diana Strawber, Megan Huntsman, Carol Arno, Sarah Kiegsker. I'm not sure how to pronounce that last one. So maybe you forgot all about those people. So here's the kicker. Maybe you didn't forget this one. How about good old Andrea Yates? Did you forget about her? Over a 4-hour period, she slowly drowned all 4 of her boys, and then blamed it on her husband initially, saying that it was his fault because he went to work and he wasn't there for her, and because she had postpartum depression. Yeah, well, Andrea was found not guilty by reason of insanity, and is still currently locked up in a minimum security mental hospital. She will never actually get released. There is no chance. Now, do you have to be nuts to kill your children? Not in a lot of cases. It's insane. A lot of mothers do it because they're trying to strike back at the father. And a lot of mothers, they end up committing suicide in the end because they're trying to, they want to commit as much pain towards the father or, husband as possible. So, man. Boy. So that's today's. Now, I would like to leave a comment down below. Tell me if there's another case out there that you want me to see cover, or if there's another incident out there that you think that that deserves to be shared here on YouTube, and maybe I'll jump on it and I'll research it and make a video of it, and I'll give you a shout out and the credits at the end. So, do you like to save money? Do you shop online? Well, of course you do. You're an American, most likely. If you want to save up to 80% off on your next purchase, there's a link in the description in every single one of these videos where you can click on and go to Amazon and save on that exact item that I tell you. It'll say save up to 80%, 60%, 70%, whatever on this item. Click this link. You click on that link, it'll take you directly to Amazon, and you can save up to 80% off on the select items. From the date that this video comes up, most of those links are only good for a week to maybe 2 weeks, and then they expire. But these are offers that you will not get with one of those coupon apps These are directly off. Direct savings. Easy. You nothing to have to remember to put into a box at checkout. Nothing at all. No other app to have running in the background to slow your computer down. Easy. Save money. And you know what you can do with the money you save? I don't know. Whatever you want. Make a donation to charity. Do something good. You stay safe out there, America.